Stop micromanaging your kids. What I mean by that is repeating yourself, nagging them, saying, please don't forget, all that kind of stuff. If you're micromanaging them, they're never learning how to be self-disciplined. What I do is I set down rules and boundaries, and then it's up to them whether or not they do it or they don't do it. I let them make that choice. Then if they make a bad choice, then I come in with a consequence. I allow them to walk into whatever they're going to do. Because if you start micromanaging your kids, you're going to become bossy, they're going to lose respect for you, they're going to tune you out, and you don't want to be a nag. Also, where's their pride? If you're always micromanaging them, how can they ever gain pride over any responsibilities if you're always telling them what to do? You see, I'd rather kids know what's expected of them, and then I let them do whatever they want to do, and then I come in later, and then I correct afterwards. But I never try and micromanage them. I don't want them to be puppets on a string kind of stuff. I'd rather them feel like they have control over their own lives. But if they make a poor choice, then I come in with a consequence. But remember, I also am responsible for my own actions. So if I do something naughty or promise I'm going to do something and I forget, then they get to punish me too. So it works two ways. That's why all this works. I teach leadership. Leaders are accountable. You're leading by example. You're not the authority, my way or the highway. It's not a one-way street here. They also get to point out what you do wrong. And when you get this leadership really cemented, they're very respectful. If my kids had said, Mom, I think you messed up, they would have been right. They never came at me unreasonably because they knew there was no point. I just would have said, well, no, you're being unreasonable. But yeah, you want them to have a say also.